Hi, I'm Scott Royster, co-founder and chief executive officer for Maarifa Education.
Hi, I'm Reginald Rainey, Director of Operations for Maarifa Education.
Maarifa Education are an education holding company founded by myself, my management team, and our investors, Emerging Capital Partners, in 2014. Maarifa are passionate about education and we're committed to Africa. We believe that providing high quality, accessible, market relevant education is an incredibly important part of developing economies across the continent of Africa. We want to connect the courses and the programs and the curriculum that the students study to the job marketplace to provide opportunities for individuals to go out, get jobs, develop careers, support their families, and ultimately those things filter up to the country as a whole, to the region, as well as across the continent. So we are looking to continue to make investments across Africa. We are currently looking at a number of other countries, and ultimately our goal is to educate 1 million Africans over the course of the next 30 years.
I believe in education. I believe it's the great equalizer. I think it's the one thing that you could obtain that no one else can take away from you. And I also believe in the continent of Africa, more specifically in Kenya. I believe everyone should have access to education. Personally, I'm probably the less likely person to be here in the continent of Africa talking about being in education for 25 years. That's not where I started. But because of education, it's transformed my life, and I know the impact it has had on my family, my community. And that's just what I want to bring to Maarifa. And I believe that if we are able to partner with our students and with our other key stakeholders, that we're able to do something that's magical, something that's transformational.
At Maarifa, we're all about transformation. I mentioned earlier the notion of touching the lives of 1 million Africans over the course of the next 30 years. That's just not a pipe dream. I believe it's absolutely achievable and obtainable. You know, one of the things that I have looked at as we've done research around the world in terms of what other countries have done to enhance the lives of their citizens through education, I've noted that back about 40 years ago, in 1980 actually, if you were to look at countries as disparate as Brazil or Turkey or South Korea or Singapore, you would see that roughly 5 to 7% of their adults actually had achieved a college or university degree. Today, a much more significant percentage of adults in those countries actually have a college degree. In the case of Brazil, it's 30 to 40%. In the case of Singapore and South Korea, it's north of 80%. In 1 to 2 generations, these countries have been able to totally transform the percentage of their adult populace who has actually been able to attend college, university, and graduate. Interestingly and ironically, here across the continent of Africa, almost uniformly, you find in most countries 3 to 7% of adults in countries in Africa have a college degree. We want to, over the course of the next 1 to 2 generations, be an important part of getting that number significantly higher. Whether it's 30 or 40 or 70 or 80, I'm sure it will be different in every country. What we believe fundamentally, that over the course of 30 or 40 years, you can absolutely help transform countries through education.